All right, guys, welcome back to the final MalcGoolie NFL talk, and I think you already know what this episode is about. The NFC North. Once as always, we go from last to first, and here we go. We're gonna go with the team I believe. Remember, this is just opinions, not facts. So we're going to go with last season. Now, this division, like I said, I know all too well. Way all too well. And we're going to go with the team that I believe that will be last place, opinion-wise. I'd say that the Detroit Lions will be last in this division. Why? Let's see. For the Lions, your draft. Frank Ragnow. Good start to literally protect the quarterback that I'm not going to give Matthew Stafford a lot of praises, but he is a good quarterback for you guys. Even though sometimes his decision making sometimes can be topsy-turvy. I personally am not a Stafford fan. Sometimes he reminds me a little bit of, oh God, I know I'm probably going to get hit for this. Jay Cutler, sometimes with the decision making that he does on the field. And to be honest, I thought this team was going to literally blow when Megatron left. But no, Golden Tate has been really doing a really phenomenal job taking on that role. Another biggest problem with this team was the run game, and you also drafted a running back in Kerryon Johnson, which was a pretty good pick if he can establish into a great running attack that the Lions desperately need. Because last season, passing yards, you guys were sixth in the league, and passing. But running the ball, last place in the league with only 76 yards. That has to be very low. Very, very low. And also, points against 21st. I mean, this team was second place in the division. Don't get me wrong. But the Lions sometimes can be very wishy-washy sometimes. And I think this season, even though defense is the main part, should have been the main part of the draft, and looking for running back into free agency in draft, which you guys did, I still believe you would get ramsacked in this division. And also, by the way, you did the right thing, as many others in this division did the right thing, firing head coach Jim Caldwell. You did the right thing, Detroit. So now, with you being last, let's get to the team that will be third place in this division. And it goes to my lovely Chicago Bears. Yes, I have the Chicago Bears being third place in this division. And here is why. You know, we are living by one thing. Let's face the truth here, Chicago Bears fans. We are living and dying with Trubisky and Matt Nagy's offense this year. If Trubisky can develop into an elite quarterback, that the elite quarterback with this new offensive set, new head coach of Matt Nagy, and bringing back some of the old coaching staff from 2006, and you can remember how 2006 was. That was a really good team. Should have won the Super Bowl, but that was a totally different story. Rex Grossman. But anyway, the Bears last season was last in the division with a 5-11 record. And one of the biggest reasons for the Chicago Bears was that they could not pass the ball worth a damn. I'm not saying Trubisky is bad. He had a really good rookie season, guys. He really did. But the problem with it was he didn't have anybody to throw it to. Kendrick Meredith was injured. I mean, you had Zach Miller, who was a really good target until the Saints broke his leg. And you know what? I'm going to give kudos to that. That was a catch. The referees effed that up. They didn't know what the catch was anymore. Zach Miller caught that ball, and the Bears should have won that game with a 6-10 record. But I digress. Also, Another issue with the Bears, they didn't have nobody to throw it to. Also, you have a very great running duel. I would believe, and I think everybody can agree with, the Bears have the best running attack here in this division. You have Jordan Howard, who is just a freaking beast, and then you have the human joystick known as Tariq Cohen, and that dude is a beast. Also, for the Bears, good news for the Bears, you re-signed Vic I can't pronounce his name, but you brought Vic, the man Vic, back, who led this team in defense. The Bears was number 10 in defense last year. Defense, and that's what the Bears are. We are nothing but defense. But also in free agency, we've also done a lot in free agency, especially in the offensive front. We have Allen Robinson. If Allen Robinson, Trey Burton, and Gabriel, some targets for Trubisky to throw to. Yes, also Kevin White does come back. And Kevin White, I'm going to say this, if he does not stay healthy, and yes, healthy is going to be the key word for Chicago. If he does not stay healthy, he will be cut. Also, you draft class. Let's go for it, shall we? The Roquan Smith situation is starting to get out of hand. To me, personally, I think he'll sign with the team. The ball's in his court. I think he'll sign with this team. If he doesn't, it's going to be very, very, very shocking to me if he doesn't. Also, the Bears got James Daniels, another person who could literally protect Trubisky, because that is your main goal, is to protect Trubisky. Also, Anthony Miller, good pick, second round pick, 19th pick with Anthony Miller, wide receiver from Memphis. He could be a beast. He could be a beast. Another weapon for Trubisky to throw to is Javon Wims, who, to be honest, he was actually a beast. A beast. And he's from Georgia as well. And he can give the Bears that big promise. So the wide receiving game here is top now. Now, like I said, we're living and dying with Trubisky. If Trubisky can develop, the Bears could make the playoffs. I won't say win the division, but probably be the team outside looking in. Also, Kyle Pitts, Bilton Nicholas, Joel, can't pronounce his freaking name, but this team is really stacked on defense. And speaking of defense, you get Leonard Floyd back. You get also, you re-signed the Prince, which was a really good move for secondary. Also, Eddie Jackson had a really great season last year. This team on defense could make waves. This team could make waves. But why? Number 3 in the division? Trubisky. There's a lot of things, Chicago, we have to admit. Can Trubisky develop into Matt Nagy's offense? Can Trubisky throw the ball accurately with all these weapons that we've acquired? Can Allen Robinson stay healthy? And matter of fact, can the whole entire Bears unit as a whole stay healthy? If they can stay healthy, they will be a dangerous team to face in the regular season. And if they make the playoffs, probably a dangerous sleeper pick as well. So, with all of that being said, that's the only reason why I have them third in this division. If they can stay healthy, if Trubisky can develop, and also this Roquan Smith situation, hopefully that can help us out with that too. I really hope he does sign. I really hope he will sign. Next, this one here is a little bit tricky. The first and second. The Minnesota Vikings and Green Bay Packers. And you know what? Second, I'm going to say this. Second place will go to the Green Bay Packers. Now, I was going to have Green Bay win this division, but I had to literally think on this. Green Bay. I don't think the word exposure comes to mind when I think of you. But when Aaron Rodgers is hurt, it shows. It very shows. And now you have a returning Aaron Rodgers coming back, making the Packers more dangerous than ever. And also in the draft pick, you traded up as well. And also you also did some moves. Some very, very, very important moves. Don Capers is gone because, let's be honest, Packers, your defense has not really been the same since you won the Super Bowl in 2010, 2011. Has not been the same. But also in the defense, you also have a young Jameer Alexander and also a young Josh Jackson. This secondary is young, and with everything with the Packers have been known to switch it up, also giving more room for Aaron Rodgers to get thrown to. Marquez Val, can't now pronounce his name, and St. Brown from Notre Dame. Packers, as much as I freaking hate this team, and also they have John Moore, very young wide receiver team, but it also came at a price. Also in free agency, you were doing things. You got Jeremy Graham. Now that will be a very deadly combo. Aaron Rodgers, and to be honest, the Packers not really had a really great tight end, but with Jerry Graham coming, I could see the Packers actually making waves for Rodgers and Graham to have meant effect. And also from last season, also another big problem with the Packers, and this has also been a thing lately too, running the ball. 17th in the league in rushing. And I believe for the Packers, Montgomery is good. If the line can do a better job of protecting Aaron Rodgers. And this is why you guys are number 2. If Aaron Rodgers gets hurt again, this team is exposed and will probably be really exposed on the defensive front. And also a new GM too. So you did the right thing too. So Packers, I'm being fair here. I'm being very fair. And I'm not being biased. But I will have you guys as the 2nd seed. If Aaron Rodgers can stay healthy, and actually Aaron Rodgers making a no-name, basically a household name, you guys could probably win the division or probably look into the wild card. So that means Minnesota is number 1. I really didn't want to put Minnesota the number 1 in this division. But here's the thing. I'm not going to say Kirk Cousins. I'm going to say this about your situation, Vikings. Hear me out for a second, Vikings. I really believe that Case Keenum you should have signed Case Keenum. I personally, that's just how I feel. But Kirk Cousins, he's okay, but he's just, I'm not the biggest soul on Kirk Cousins. He is a good QB, but I think Case Keenum was the best option for you. And also keeping Teddy Bridgewater also should have been another reason to keep him as well. Now, Sam Bradford, yes, you did the right thing on getting rid of Sam Bradford because you sent the King's ransom to the Rams for Sam Bradford. And also Mike Hughes, another great pick from UCF. And he can make waves. Also, another thing with it, you guys got totally derailed by the Eagles. I've never seen you guys get beaten down like that. I have never really seen beat down. Also, you also gave us the Minneapolis Miracle. I'll give you that. And also with everything going back with the injuries and whatnot, I think this team could be dangerous and could win the NFC North, probably making them the one of the top 4 teams in the conference. And also it really shows in your running attack. You guys, 122 rushing yards, 7th in the league. Points against, number 1 points against. It's hard to score against the team. It's hard to score against that team. And Minnesota is a very, very good team. Now, for them to go back to their Purple People Eater days, that's a totally different story. But if they can stay consistent, and if Kirk Cousins can get from how I said meh to elite, then Minnesota could actually make waves and probably could get their revenge on the Eagles. But that is yet to be determined. But I will say this, Minnesota. I will say this. You guys, I still believe that Case Keenum is the QB for you guys, but you let him go. And also, Kirk Cousins, you got a good weapon, and also adding Kendall Wright to your offense really does that too. So let's recap this NFC North. Detroit will be going in last place. I believe the Bears will be third, Packers second, Vikings first. So that is all I have for you today. And that completes my whole entire NFL talk of who will win their divisions. Also for NFL, when the season starts, before the season starts, I will do my weekly picks and also my also key for Bears new thing idea for the channel. Also for wrestling, I haven't forgotten about wrestling. SummerSlam is just in a couple of weeks. I will do my top 5 SummerSlam video before that happens, and also NXT TakeOver Brooklyn is coming, so that review is coming, and also SummerSlam is coming. So until next time, if you like this video, please like, comment, and share with your friends, and also let me know in the comments on who you believe will win the NFC North. Until next time, I am MalcGoolie. Thank you all for watching this series of MalcGoolie's NFL Talk. Hopefully I can do this thing again for next year, and hopefully this whole picks and scenarios will work out well for this channel. So until next time, God bless you all. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, I will catch you all soon. God bless you all. Goodbye, guys.